Yo, 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 guys, what is up? What is up? Dar is back in Star Trek Online on the Klingon Empire side. We are back on Furious here, and, or Ferocious here, sorry. And, last time we, okay, exit here. Last time we, went ahead, we did a tutorial where we ran around like a dumbass, and, we set up our ships, and now we need to set up our bridge officers and get started with our first mission. So I'm going to talk to our bridge officer trainer here. Just talk to him, and then let's see. Yes, we want to train bridge officers. All right, now let's pull us over the side here. Pull us over the side here. There we go. All right, and then open up here, and then look at our station. We'll start with our ship. Okay, so we have Tactical 1. Okay, so we need to go over here, look at all our tactical stuff. For space. Alright, let's look at his current skills here. Let's see, where's Tactical 1? Here he is. Alright, so he has High Yield Torpedo 2, Beam Fire at Will 2, which we will take off because we're going to be using cannons and not beams. Let's see, Attack Pattern Beta 2 is okay. And Gamma is pretty much the standard. Okay, so let's look. What do they have at 3? Let's start with the third rank here. Yeah, we'll probably go ahead and leave the beta on there. Oh, we could put scatter volley on there. Let's leave attack pattern. That'll help for now. We may change it later. Okay, we already have high yield 1, so we'll go ahead and leave that at the first rank. And then for the second rank here, which is lieutenant, we're gonna go with cannon rapid fire 1. There we go. We're gonna teach that to our first one, so these will be his 3 skills. As we can see, he can use 3 in his station. Now Tactical 2 can use 2, so let's see what he's got. He's got Tactical Team 2, so we're going to leave that. So we need something else. We already have High Yield 1 on the other guy, so on this one, for our second skill, we will pick up Torpedo Spread. That'll work. Yeah, we'll pick up Torpedo Spread. Okay, so let's put down Tactical 2. That'll help in AoE situations. Okay, let's set that up. And then we're going to go over here to status. Oh, wait, no, we got to go skills here and skill him up here. So let's skill up his Tactical Team 1. Okay, and then we will promote him. Okay, and then go back to his skills and skill up Torpedo Spread 2. There we go. Alright, then we go back to Tactical 1. Skill up High Yield Torpedo 1. Now remember, he's got to get ranked up twice. Okay, so let's go back here and promote him. Go back to skills. Okay, why didn't I take? Promote. Oh, okay, that's why. Okay, it did promote him. Just a little bit of lag or something there. Okay. Then accept, and then see if we can promote him again. Because we haven't done anything yet, so we're just going off the skill points basically they gave us to start the game. So at some point here, we're going to run out. Alright, so that takes care of our 2 tactical space officers. Now let's look at our engineer. We have 2 possibles for him. Okay, so let's go over here. Let's take off tactical and put on engineering space. Let's see, engineer 1, here he is. Look at his skills. He has emergency power to shields and emergency power to weapons. Alright, so I'm going to change his first one to engineering team. So we know we got our good heal on him. And then we're going to do a shield recharge. So we're going to do emergency power to shields. Where is it at? 2. And we're going to put that on him. There we go. Alright, that way I got my hull and then I got my shield recharge on him. Okay, so let's go ahead and build up engineering team. Go back, promote him. There we go, and then go back to skills and build up emergency power to shields 2. Now we got our shield and our hull recharge. Okay, what else we got here? Well, we have a science officer, okay? So let's go, and he's only got one skill he's gonna be able to use in space. Okay, so let's go to his space, get rid of the hull, or the engineering, all the way up, and no-brainer, we want hazard emitters. It's a very small hull heal, but it's also cleanses you of any, plasma burns and so forth, so on anything like that. So we definitely got to have that. All right, so put that on him. Go to Science 1, Skills, Hazard Emitters. That is an absolute must. There we go. Now that finishes out all of our ship abilities for now. Okay, so now we need to go ahead and make out our away team here. We're going to use Tasha, we're going to use Trip, and we're going to use Worf. Now these are just some officers I had laying around, some other characters. You can see them over here. I just kind of put them in a mailbox, and I didn't know if I'd ever need them or anything. So they've been sitting in a mailbox for a while. I just pulled them out to see what I would need. Okay, so these are going to be our 3 main accompaniments for our away teams. So let's start with the top here. Tasha, let's look at her skills. Okay, so Tasha is a science officer. So that was a bad name for a science officer. But anyway, okay, so let's look at her skills here. She has okay, well, gravimetric's gonna have to be changed. Let's go over here. Let's just start here. Let's get rid of science space, put science ground on. Alright, so let's go with so she's gonna be our healer. Let's put tricorder on her. Medical tricorder. Okay, let's see, what's number 2 here? Okay, damage resist and stealth debuff on the enemy. Or we could put vascular regenerator, so let's go with that. Tasha, vascular regenerator. Next, we're going to go with hypo spray on Tasha. And now we're only going to be able to promote our ground crew up to Lieutenant Commander, but let's go ahead and put our commander on there. We're going to put Nanite Health Monitor, which is a major heal. I won't be able to use it yet, but we will get there. Okay, so let's go to our next one. Who else do we have? We have Trip. Trip is an engineer. So let's go engineering ground. Bring him up here. Okay, so his weapon modification, we can get rid of that. He has shield recharge 2, we'll keep that. And his reroute power to shields 3, so we're going to keep that. So for our ensign and our lieutenant commander, we'll probably put some offensive abilities. Like for our first one here, we'll put the mine layer, or mine barrier. It's a pretty good one. Alright, and then for our lieutenant commander, we'll put... what will we put? See, we can use quantum mortar. That's a good one. See, we already reroute power to shields 3, so we're not going to use 2. 3 is better. We can use phaser fabrication 2. Diagnostic. Okay, so basically we're down to phaser or quantum mortar. Let's go with quantum mortar. I usually go turrets, but let's do something different. Go with mortar. Okay. That takes care of him. Then we go over here to Worf. Now he's our tactical. Draw fire is a good one. So it kind of puts him as a tank. Photon grenade is really good. Fire on my mark will increase DPS. And lunge. We're going to change lunge. I don't want lunge. Let's see, tactical. Oops, not space ground. There we go. Go all the way down to the commander slot, which we're not going to be using just yet anyway. And we will put. We'll put plasma grenade. That's always a winner. There we go. And now we just start filling them out until we run out of things of points here, so I'm going to build them all up evenly. That way they all, you know, have some decent amount of skills to start with. Okay. That's rank 1 on all of them, so then we go over here to status and promote all of them. And then we promote Worf here. Then we go to skills. And then I hear the dog barking. Yay! Maybe I'll look out and the microphone ain't picking him up. Okay, and then we go to Tasha here. Alright. So far, so good. I really kind of thought maybe we'd run out by now. But let's go ahead and promote. Trip. Promote. Now that we've got them promoted to commander, regardless if we run out of points and can't put any more points in them, regardless they still can use the skill. It's just not going to be the best that it would be. So regardless, we're in pretty good shape. Especially since we're just gonna see we ran out. There you go. And yeah, we can put one. We got enough to put 1 point in. Or not. Gets weird. Yeah, it says we can put 1 in, but I can't hit accept. Okay. Probably a glitch. Let's try to see if we can do that again. Yeah, it won't let us hit accept for some reason or another. Okay. Well, we got our team all figured out. Now we need to get them some gear. So we're going to kind of strip our gear from our... Because we got some gear here that they gave us, and we put it all on our ship officers, because that's what we had at the time. So we are now going to strip our ship officers, because these guys are not going to be the ones we're going to typically have on the ground. So let's go ahead and strip them. Okay, and then put this stuff on our permanent ground crew. Because we're not yet ready to like start spending money and getting gear for everybody. So we still have 1 slot there. We still need another permanent ground crew person, but we don't have it as of yet. Okay, so let's see, who do we strip here? See, he's got nothing now, so let's put this garbage on him. Because I am going to have to take at least somebody else down for temporarily to fill out the ground crew. Okay, there we go. Now, let's go over here to our store and see how many legacy unlocks we have. Well, let's see, we have a bonus skill, so we'll claim that one. Okay, we have a fluidic space tribble. Let's claim that. We have crash test tribble, is just a title, no big deal. And then tribble of Borg. We'll go ahead and claim that one. Okay, that's all we can get here on the Klingon side. Okay, so let's go ahead and use our skill bonus here. See, that gave us quite a bump up there. And then go ahead and equip our tribbles. Let's see. I am going to use, let's see, fluidic space gives me 0.5 damage resistance to everything. This gives 0.5 to everything, plus the Borg, and this one here is plus to psionic and undyne. So none of that's going to apply for a while, but you know, hey, we might as well use the things, right? Okay, let's go ahead and put them down and give them a little bit of damage buff. Oh, and we have 1 tribble here. So let's put this one on another one. And we'll put it on trip. This one is the cryo tribble, which is good against the Breen, but also gives him plus all damage resistance, plus 2 to all damage resistance. So that's a really good one. Alright, oh, and we have another rifle down here. Let's see. Anybody else need a tier 5? Yep, he could use a tier 5 rifle. There we go. Just so we get it out of there. Alright, and now we are ready to go. So, let us go to episodes. Hopefully our first one's not too long since we had to, you know, cover all this other shit in there. and bringing down the house. The House of Martok seeks your assistance who is targeting their members for death. Well, that's not good. Sierra, whatever, Lady of House of Martok, has requested that you meet her at the house estate in the Kirthara lowlands. She did not explain why she wanted to see you, but I expect she has some task that she would like completed. The House of Martok has lost much prestige since I took the Chancellor's seat, because you're not as good a Chancellor. But Martok was better. But they have, but they still have many allies among the KDF, and I loathe to reject Sierra's request without a good reason. So, gaining the favor of the House of Martok could serve you well, but remember, they have many enemies. Alright, so we gotta go meet this chick. What are we gonna get? We're gonna get a kit or the comm badge. We'll probably take the comm badge, just because it's a kind of cool thing, and then we're gonna get new kits as we go along. Alright, so let's accept that. Exit. Exit. Now, if I remember right, this first one may be a very long chain, and if it is, we may break it up into, you know, another video. Alright, so we have to run all the way down here. Gotta move our tribble over here. We're getting stuck on the bench. Gotta pet our tribble. There we go, that way we get our buff going. Alright, we can see we have to go up here and make a right. I almost said left. Run, kitty, kitty, run. Run, kitty, kitty. Speaking of which, I hear the doggy shut up. Alright, and now we travel to the Kirthara lowlands. Okay, so I guess we will take, okay, we gotta take an extra, so we'll take a tactical one. Maybe he has something decent. Yeah, so he'll have a photon grenade, sweeping strikes, and suppressing fire ought to help. Okay, for some reason, Tasha's didn't come up. Let's look at her. Let's see. Tasha. Let's see. Make sure she's promoted. Okay, she can't be promoted anymore. Look at her skills. For some reason, that's not popping up. There's some type of glitch there. She should have 3 skills there. But I guess we're going to have to go like it is for now. Yeah, because that should definitely have 3 skills up. She is promoted up to the right rank to have all 3 open. Something's happened there. But that's alright. Okay. Lady Servana, whatever, mistress of the House of Martok, has requested your presence at the family's manor in the Kirthara lowlands of Kronos. Her request was urgent, Captain. We should make our way to the manor as soon as possible. Okay, well, we're already here, and there she is. So, appreciate him for stating the obvious. Alright, welcome, Commander. It pleases me that you have come to my home. The House of Martok has many enemies. We have called for vengeance against the House of Jimpok and all of its allies for the death of my husband. And many smaller houses seek to curry favor with Jimpok or the House of Doras. Uh-oh, we know all about the Doras. Doros. Yeah, Doros. By striking at us. Until now, most of the attacks have been little more than a nuisance. I have recently received word that the assassin may be in the area with an intent to attack my son or other high-ranking members of my house to destabilize our position on the High Council. I don't know who would have ordered such a dishonorable act, or who would be cowardly enough to carry it out. But I need your help. Find the assassin and remove the threat. Okay. Please stop talking now. Nope, we gotta talk some more. I would start by asking the local farmers if they have seen anything out of the ordinary. I would do this myself, but I'm too fucking lazy. Oh, I'm sorry. By summoning the men to the manor would alert the assassin that we know of his presence. Your hunt may be easier if you catch him unaware. Okay. Great. Shut the hell up. Alright, so now we can go down here and talk to... Whee! Jump! No falling damage. Isn't that wonderful? Alright, so we'll get in here and talk to some of these farmers. So, oh, I got stuck on a leaf. I got stuck on a fracking leaf. I am a tough warrior. I can kill many men with my hands, but I get stuck on a leaf. Yeah, figure that one out. Yeah, we definitely got problems. See, my men are all stuck up there. So anyway, the only thing I've paid attention to as of late has been the lack of rain. But you're a warrior, not a farmer. You wouldn't be interested in that. Sorry I couldn't help you. Well, you're a Klingon, so all Klingons are warriors. Klingons are not farmers. They should have, like, you know, little, I don't know, some type of little pussy-ass race to be doing all the farming. Talk to the farmer. The Targs have been very busy tearing up the roots, but other than that, I haven't seen anything unusual. Alright, well, maybe you should keep your eyes peeled a little bit better, or you'll end up dead. There's another Klingon. Talk to the farmer. My apologies, sir. I don't remember anything out of the ordinary. You might ask the surveyor. I never got a good look at him myself, but I know he has been over the hill. There for the past few days. He's been keeping a very careful eye on everything going on in the valley. Maybe you can find him. He could tell you something more. So go look for the surveyor. Okay, so we're done with the farmers, and surveyor is this way. Damn it, the Lee's my mortal enemy. There we go. Enemy. What the hell is enemy? Alright. And then hopefully, eventually, my officers up there get unstuck or whatever, and then they follow me up here. Oh, damn wall. Climb the hill. And we got some Targs up here we're gonna have to kill, obviously. Sniper shot. You can't attack me, I'm behind you. Haha. Oh, looky here. We have a thing. Unusual equipment. Let's check it out. Get the words out of our way here. Get the words out of our way. Thank you. There is some of the equipment that the surveyor left, Captain, but it's Romulan in origin. This isn't surveying equipment. This isn't a surveying device, sir, and I think something is wrong here. What would a surveyor need with Romulan short-range EM transmitter? That's a good question, Lizard Man. Okay, so we better go down here and talk to the delivery handler. Run, Catman. That's what I should name it, Catman. Catman do. Okay, never mind. Talk to the delivery handler. Here we go. Yes, Commander. I remember the man for whom you are looking. It's not every day you see a Romulan in the Cathara lowlands. I didn't say... Oh, he didn't say he was a surveyor, though. He told me he was part of a diplomatic delegation, whatever, studying the agriculture. Martok would have never let a Romulan set foot on his world. Or on our world. That's why I don't think much of Jimpok. He's too soft. The oddest thing I remember, rather than him being Romulan, of course, is that he scheduled a delivery of goods from one of the local shops. That didn't make sense to me. Lady Serlina wouldn't let anyone authorize a delivery to the manor but her. But his codes were valid, so I did as he asked. I just finished making the delivery. It was a large package, and he wanted taken to the grain storage area at the house at Martok Manor. T-Nep would know what was ordered. He's the merchant that handles most of Lady Serena's business transactions. So let's go find out what was delivered. Well, this definitely seems to be a running around kind of mission. Let's see, we gotta turn around, go all the way back over there. So Catman runs again. Dum, dum, dum. I wish I had a mount. Why can't I just like beam to different locations? Why do I actually have to run to all the locations? I'm just saying, you know, with all this technology. Alright, he's right around the corner here. No, he's not. There he is, over there by the boxes. Okay, see now she's got her third skill up there. Look over here and see it. Talk to T-Net. Yes, I remember that package. It was an order for the House of Martok. They needed explosives and digging out a new irrigation system. I couldn't tell you who placed the order though. Normally Lady Serena does that. But this time there was an authorization code that I didn't recognize. They must need new irrigation channel badly. Normally Lady Serena delays such tasks until the winter, when the farmlands aren't as busy with planting and harvesting. Uh-oh. It sounds like our assassin has been busy with the harvest in full swing. He's going to use the opportunity to detonate the explosives hidden in the House of Martok's grain stores. The equipment we found earlier must have been the trigger device. But why use a Romulan short-range EM trigger? Its range is limited to only a few hundred yards, so he would have to be near the farm to trigger the explosive charges. Oh, that's because he's Romulan. Romulans are retarded. Okay, maybe they're not retarded. Let's see. We need to get back to the manor and stop the assassin. His choice of equipment means that... Okay, well maybe this particular one's retarded. This choice of equipment means that he will be somewhere near the farm. If I were him, I'd choose a spot overlooking the grain stores so I could see the results of the detonation. So we have to stop the assassin. So we get an exclamation mark up here on our directional thingy. So let's use that and see if we can find him. We're going to go rock climbing again, of course. Okay, and we got more targets to kill. And they're dead. That's easy enough. Alright, so we got this big circle up here to try to figure out where he's at in this map. Oh yeah, nice. But we can see right here. Oh, he's right there. He's right there. Now we need to get up his hill somehow. Let's try over here on the side. Now, so far it looks like we're going to be fighting this dude ourselves because our away team has gotten glitched somewhere. This is definitely not the first time this has happened on this map. I'm gonna climb the hill. There we go. And it says he's right here. Oh, there he is. I'm being paid very handsomely to make sure the House of Martok crumbles. I will not let someone as insignificant as you stop me. The next time we meet, Commander, I will have the upper hand. Oh, here comes my team. Or at least 3 of them. Oh, and more Klingon, or Romulans. Some grenade! Yeah! I got turned. Oh, there we go. The 4th one's cleared up. There, tripped down there. Where are you running? Come on here, bastard. You can't get away from me. Romulans. The very thought of a Romulan standing on the soil of Kronos makes the brittle rise in my throat. Whatever, the bile. Something like it. Someone must have hired the honorless dog to do their duty, to do their dirty work. Captain, the house of Martok is prosperous. Prosperous? Okay. Good for them. But now that Martok is gone, it is not a big enough threat to prompt the Romulans to come here and start a war. We need to follow Zizan and find out who hired him. And as long as the Peta draws breath, he is a threat to the house of Martok. Captain, Terson probably beamed up to a cloaked vessel in orbit. We should see if we could pick up anything and we could pick up any trans-warped trails and find out where he's going next. Okay, so we beam up the ship. And yeah, like I thought, this is going to be kind of a longer episode. So we're already at 31 minutes, and that's because we had to set everything up, on our bridge officers and stuff. So I think we're going to cut it here. We will come back next week on the Klingon side and continue this episode. And we will get this one knocked out, and we will continue on. So until next time, guys, remember you want to check out the game. Link in the description below. Free to download, free to play. And remember, comment, rate, and subscribe. And until next time, I will see you in game.